about ready to start. Go ahead and put a hold on the music for now. Okay, and if you're curious, that was Mad Forest from the fighting game Castlevania Judgment, which surprisingly has a pretty good soundtrack, despite being trash. Like, the game itself being trash. Because that game is not very good. But yeah, so, more Symphony tonight. I almost, like, completely forgot about it today, because, due to a long list of reasons, I ended up, awake at 6 a.m. this morning from the previous day, so I hadn't slept, and, I was like, man, what day is it? I don't even know anymore. I got some sleep today, so, that's something. Just give us a couple more minutes here, maybe one more. Okay. Go ahead and... There we go. For a second I thought XSplit was gonna crash again. Like it did, like, what, a week ago? There. There. Making sure the audio's coming through. Yes? Okay. We're gonna start it then. So yeah, tonight we're exploring more of the inverted castle, and we're gonna see how far we can make it, because the inverted castle has a really mixed bag of content in it. We might be giving the current boss fight that we're on another try. What's our map completion right now? 115%. Apparently we need 196 for the best ending, but that's not happening. That's like, you know, almost the whole map. And there's a lot of map here, so... Well, to the right here is a boss fight. Let's take a look at what's off to the left. Now these imp guys actually have some really interesting attack patterns. For example, here, they can possess you and make you just attack over and over again. It's kinda neat. Except when they're sniping you out of the sky here. Oh, come on, come down here. There we go. We're just gonna have to clear this hallway out one imp at a time, I guess. Are these two gonna follow us down here? Yes, they are. They don't do much damage, but they are obnoxious. And we get the Goddess Shield. Let's go ahead and equip that. Goddess shield, engraved with the goddess image. No differences, stat-wise. Probably can take way more damage than the other one can, though. Okay. Oops. Okay, we're going down. Holy shit! All 6 of these guys conspired against that one, I guess. Well, that takes care of all the ones that we're gonna hit on the way up, I guess. Gotta say, I do really appreciate this song. It's really good. Alright, all the way back down to the bottom then, that's fine. Oh, nope, they are coming. Okay. I'm gonna make sure we don't have to go through this hallway or elevator shaft ever again. 'Cause that's technically what this is. Alright, there we go. Whoa! There's a lot of these guys here. Jesus! Okay, there goes that guy. I have a question. If I ever played Battletoads, and no, this doesn't mean I've played it. I have not. I own it, like the Game Boy version, but I don't... I've never subjected myself to the whole game. Okay, I guess that lesser demon just decided he wanted to go through the wall. That's fine. But yeah, no, I've avoided Battletoads. The NES Battletoads always look like an elaborate mental torture device. That's because it is. There is, like, very little actual enjoyment to be had in that game. It's all torment. Let's through this way. A save room, awesome. We can save that one level up we've gotten. Okay, let's go back through to the opening of the area, or the castle, I guess. You know, the pebble's actually not bad in these, like, enclosed rooms. But if the room is any larger than, like, this one, you start to hit problems with it. Much worse than Dracula's Curse, because that game isn't limited to 10 uses. It's not home to several stages where you just die instantly at the slightly wrong move. Battletoads, instant death? Never. You know, the game, Battletoads, like, from what I've seen, it lures you in because level 1's pretty easy and, like, pretty standard for, like, beat-em-ups of the time. And then you get anywhere past that, and it turns into a nightmare. Hey, resist dark. That might be useful for the final boss, maybe. Getting close to a warp room here, which is going to be interesting. I hope it's still where it's supposed to be. It should be. There's another save room right in here. Might as well take it. You never know what you're going to hit. You can tell that Battletoads was a game where I put a lot of work into it. It looks nice. The levels are quite varied and memorable, but they decided to make it deliberately unfair. Okay. Yeah, Rare put a lot of work into Battletoads, you can tell. Like, it's very lovingly crafted, but at the same time, it comes across as like a fuck you to the players, I guess, is the best way to describe it. You gotta wonder what that game's intent was. Like, did they set out from the beginning to make a game that hard? Oh yeah, and we haven't even mentioned the multiplayer, where you can hit each other. And by can, I mean will. Let's head out to that opening hallway, if we can. Ooh, talisman. What's over this way? I forget. Well, might as well explore this. Hey, the holy water, finally. Man, we have very low amounts of hearts currently. Despite the US version, Battletoads, the fact that player 2 is forced to lose their lives in stage 11 due to a game-breaking bug. Oh! What the fuck? Why? They can choose to save their continue if they wish. Okay, we lost the holy water. Whatever. You can use the knife for a little bit. I just realized what this area is. It's that hallway that connects the, like, area with the clocks to the first area. Why is that library card rigged up as a death trap? It's gonna... yeah, oh my god! Why? One of the most insane videos I've seen is two experienced players finally beating all of Battletoads to two players after countless years of practice with each other. Jeez. Battletoads is a game that I probably should never play. I don't think I'd ever enjoy it, but... man, the people who force themselves to, it's, I have respect. did not mean to do that, and yet it still happened. Maybe I've been too hard on the knife over the years. One day I want to at least play the Turbo Tunnel, if only because it's Legendary Stage. The Turbo Tunnel seems interesting. Well then, we've already been here. And a save point. Look at this man up here. That room's a party. Turbo Tunnel like a test to see if they're playing the real game. Reminder that Battletoads got ported to the Game Boy, which means the Turbo Tunnel exists on the Game Boy. I don't know how far the Game Boy version goes, but it does exist on the Game Boy, like, pretty much an exact port. Turbo Tunnel, Screen Crunch. Yeah, not only Screen Crunch, ghosting as well. Yeah, there's no other rooms down here. Well, let's keep heading to the opening area then. This is not the way to the opening area. I'm gonna really hope the Medusas can't hit me. Well, there goes a third of my HP. There's Clinger Winger, which is apparently a series of nearly frame-perfect inputs. Holy shit. With any screw, putting the death ball much closer to you and it moves faster than you. Holy shit. Again, I've actively avoided Battletoads for years. For these exact reasons. Like, Castlevania is about where I cut it off for, like, NES bullshit difficulty for me. Genesis port of Battletoads based on the easier Japanese version. Oh, darn. I'm willing to bet that port's expensive nowadays. Hey, I'll take the holy water again. Actually, please don't. Oh, it's gone. You know, this game was apparently originally conceived of for the 32X, and then they ported it to the PS1 because the 32X flopped so hard. That's not the save room. Save room is across here. That's the... also not the save room. Okay. Right now, up through here. Now, we might as well go through this room. I don't think there's going to be another reason to later, so... Bring up the Toads of Battle earlier, or because earlier I was watching videos where 4 people race Battletoads with infinite lives. Not a single person left sane after that. Alright, let's see what we can find in here. And it's a life max. Wonderful. No, a game is good when 4 people are reduced to screaming into rage singing. Battletoads seems like it would be fun with friends. Too bad it goes out of the way to make you hate your friends. All of them. You know, I think it's really weird that the scenery outside of the windows doesn't change. Oh my god, that was just all around a really bad situation. Thank you, Crotch Rocket Nova Skeleton. Thank you. Alright, where are we? Never seen more than 2 players more synchronized than that one video I mentioned. You can tell they trusted each other's judgment. Oh. Fire boomerang. You know what? I'll take the knife for a while. Now that I'm learning its secrets. And another save room. Okay, and now we head back, I'm assuming. Nope. Keep the knife. Oh shit. Oh, we're flying over her. Sure. I like how that enemy has a flea man on its, like, head. Oh shit, it's the War Grider. Goodbye, Warg. I deal 1 less damage to the War Grider. I have a feeling this is a boss arena. It's not? What? This is apparently not a boss arena. A hammer, anti-venom. I have a lot of anti-venom. I do not want the cross. Oh shit! Oh! When an arcade game, not in the era of Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, is something that continues regardless of your credits. Oh shit! High potion, we'll use 1. Or 2. We'll use 2. Oh shit! I killed the flea man off his back. Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. He isn't an enemy. No? What? What's up with him? What's he doing? He's a good boy? Okay. There we go. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna, like, do something about how I have no health. Difficult to eat. Thanks. Do I have any, like, meat? I have a couple potions left over. I guess I'll use these. No chill of enemies who've moved in for my knockback. Exactly. Yeah, it's great. Oh, well, we don't have to pass through that room again, so. Let's re-equip our goddess shield real quick. Is the goddess shield the shield that Alucard starts the game with, or have I just picked up a random shield? I feel like I've just picked up a random shield, considering how easy this one was to find, but... Starts the game with a straightforwardly named Alucard shield. Okay, so I'll know when I see it then. Hey, I wonder how far we can go in this area. Oh god, it's these guys. What the fuck did I just do? Also, I've just realized we've been playing through the entire castle Where is it? There it is. Without our sword! I think I'm close to it. Oh, I did Soul Steal. Whoops. Every time I accidentally do one of these things, the reason is, like, I was mashing the D-pad trying to, like, do something. Order of Ecclesia puts these cave troll enemies really early on in the game. They're in, like, one of, like, the... I want to say they're in, like, the 4th area. Button to combo is in the spell list now. Oh, shit! Would you look at that? I accidentally added a few of these. Huh. Back, forward... How did I do this accidentally? Back, forward... Diagonal... What the fuck? Okay. Huh. Neat. Alucard shield, there it is. And it's thrown it somewhere in my inventory. Strong versus all attacks, that's good. Soul Steal is the screen nuke that heals you for everything it hits. Wow, and I should, like, practice it. Get him, sword! Did my sword just pick up that money? I can somehow get it sort of consistently. Healing items won't be something I'll need to worry about. That's good. How close are we to a save room up there? Not. At all. Well, I might as well use... Let's see, what do I have to heal myself? I should still have some, like, wall meat that I picked up somewhere in my inventory. I've got cheese. You know what, here, let's use the cheese. I'll take it. It uses a big chunk of MP. I mean, I'm not really ever expecting to run out of MP or have it be an issue. You know what, I'm gonna use the pot roast as well. There we go. There it is. The Upside Down Castle loves Jack-o'-bones, I've noticed. Super Boss might give me a bit of a running, or have me running out of MP only because I'll be likely to be missing a lot. Hey, it's the waterfall, which is a really good set piece when upside down. And Garnet Awesome, another sellable item. Here, I'll try it in here. Oh, I just did Dark Metamorphosis on accident. Sure. Well, I might as well... I gotta have something in here. I have another potion. And... God, I wish it just put it, like, in the right spot. That's not what I'm looking for. Wait, where did it put it? Earlier in the menu, maybe? No? What? Inventory, what did you do with my shield? Think for terrain it would have been shot again? Yeah. Am I just missing it? Am I somehow... There it is. I was missing it. Wow, she still cut through my shield somehow. And I can't even get her on screen, so you know what? We'll just turn around and leave. We're probably gonna die. Last save point was a while ago, too, so... Fuck. I don't think we can cross through that waterfall, so... You know what? We have a warp point. I am going to... switch to the library card. And we're gonna stock up on stuff. Potions and whatnot. And then we can warp back in.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like you.
Perfect.
I'm interested in this.
Alright, well, no, we don't need any of those. But we can buy a ton of these.
Like you.
Anything in here we can use? The Thunderbrand. Thank you! This gives us more defense. It's insanely expensive. I think we can afford it, though. It's about half of our money. That gives us more defense, and it's less than half of our money. So I might as well buy that one. You know what? Here, we'll buy a handful of these, too. Just for emergencies.
Farewell for now.
I'm going to use one of those. We'll just switch to the diamond plate for now. I don't think there's many enemies on the route between here and the save point. Yeah, save point's right up there, I'm pretty sure. Looks cool as hell? Which one? Oh, the Hellfire spell is Dracula's good old teleport fireball throw. You get a lot of invincibility frames, but the attack is slow. Oh. Look, it's corpse weed. There we go. And just like that, we lost none of our progress. And we're able to get back to where we were, like, even faster. Okay. Now to head back to a warp point. So looks like I just have to exit this area normally. I don't think this is the way out, but... No, it is. Okay. Just making sure I'm going the right way. Well, we might as well go and look for another boss in the inverted castle then. We've upgraded our equipment at the very least. You know, in the Richter opening, there's like a hole in the ceiling that I don't think Alucard gets access to. Does he? Up, down, half circle right, but then stop at diagonal up and then attack. Okay then! I somehow managed it. Hold up as Alucard reappears, his attack will be the flaming orbs. Oh. Neat. I'll keep the holy water for now, actually. Generally, I'm finding more instances where I want to attack below me rather than straight ahead. Okay. That ceiling opening can be accessed as Alucard? Oh, it can. I must require, like, the axe or something, you know, some way to attack above me. Which, I mean, whatever. I don't need to check it, although it's just occurred to me. No, it's not in the inverted castle. That's weird. There's a hidden room, hidden part of the walls you can break to reveal a switch. Same one Richter could find. Wait, it's right here. Heart max. Life max. Heart max. Ooh, Royal Cloak. Was just thinking we were using the Crystal Cloak for a while. Look at that. Get another life max. Bastard sword. Well, let's see. Is it any better? Have to go down a ways. No. No, it's not. Although, I can re-equip the Alucard sword. Or the Alucard shield. No, I'm missing it again. It keeps hiding it in, like, deeper parts of the menu, but it's never consistent. I'm never really sure where the game's gonna put anything. I mean, let's go back to the other castle then. Let's see if we can find it, because it seems like it'd be worth it. We're at 400 HP. And I have a feeling we're gonna find more life max ups. Yeah, it's right there. I just walked through that. Frankfurter, pot roast, turkey, sirloin. Okay. Resist stone, resist dark, resist holy, and platinum mail. Did we waste money on the diamond mail? I don't know. No. This is Dracula's fridge. You are correct. And I fell through it again. Wait a minute, what? What? Why can't I replicate that? What? I can't even go through the bottom of that platform. What the hell? How bizarre. One of those things where naughty little demon refuses to do an evil thing and your life depends on it. Can I do it with this one? No. Weird. But I did fall through, I swear. Don't put me in the straitjacket. I didn't even realize you could go under here. Oh, God, it's him. And he's dead. Sure. Alucard breaks the wall, picks up a piece of rubble. Okay. This area has a cool sword hidden in it. Might as well look for it. The radar failed to show it to me. Have we passed it? I'm not convinced this radar is used for anything. Other than that one room. And apparently damaging enemies later. Here? Oh, there it is. I was holding up. Still. Oh, there it is. Sword of Dawn. Let's see what it's like. God, you just don't have the ability to throw a lot of this away. You're just stuck with it. I believe this is two-handed. Summons Dawn Warriors. I guess we'll see what this does. A little worried. It's the special move? Okay, so how do I do it? There it is. And he's gone. We'll use it for a bit, I guess. Huh, how did we not visit that part? I just realized this is... Oh, no, it's just another teleporter. That's good. Might as well. Now, I don't think we visited the doppelganger room, did we? I mean, we fought a doppelganger. I don't think we killed him, but we fought one. But we didn't visit his room, did we? The one from the regular castle. Maybe there's another boss in here. Might as well go check it. Wow, that Dawn Warrior did literally nothing for me. Every time I go out of... Okay. Every time I go out of the bat form, I'm like holding down the shield button, trying to get it to block the Jack-o'-bones attack, and then I realize I don't have a shield right now. Anyways, that was a good experiment. I'm gonna re-equip the ice brand, though. It was cool, not... you said it was cool, not useful. I guess that's true. Yeah, I know that I started to go in there, but I'm pretty sure I stopped because I was just looking for a save point as of that point, and I was like, this is the way to the doppelganger. No, thank you. Not there. There's a boss that transformed me into Castlevania 3 Alucard. Sprite and all. That would be a nightmare considering how difficult it is to navigate as him. He has, like, no attack, basically, and his only saving grace is that he can fly places, which I can already do. Oh, boss time. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Sonic the fucking Hedgehog crossover stream. And he's dead. Holy Water claims another victim. Anyways, that should be our second relic. Yep, Tooth of Vlad. Sonic the Frankenstein. So that is strength plus 10. That's nice. That's one of the 5 treasures. Notice that they're doing the whole Castlevania 2 thing as well. This game's really just a big callback to the first 3. I'm sorry. Okay. For a second I thought we were doing another boss fight, and I was about to say, what the fuck? Castlevania 3, his Hellfire has to be upgraded the same way as Trevor's Whip. It doesn't have much power, but in the minority, I'm the minority that appreciates its range, as it becomes a spread shot, which is actually useful. I mean, I can see that, but why would you pick Alucard when Sypha can shred Dracula like fucking cheese? Dracula is basically powerless against Sypha, and it's wonderful. Okay, where are we going next? Could try again to fight the big guy. I doubt it'll go well, but we could try it. I think we'll try the doppelganger again, now that we have more defense. Which means we have to go... the fastest way there is... on foot from here. Alucard can fly out of Dracula's fire pillar traps at least, so he's the second easiest to kill him with. Is the third easiest Grant? Please tell me the third easiest is Grant. You know, I find it interesting that the entry for this enemy changes depending on whether or not you let it grow first. mobility plus being able to wield an axe makes him the third easier. Okay. Speaking of the axe. Keep the holy water though. You know what? Let's see what's up here. Another iron ball. Yep. We have like 4 of those. Are they? I'm pretty sure they're use items that you throw. But I'm not 100% sure on that. It's off to the left over here. Ooh, a meal ticket. Is that it? Yes. You know, I'm not even really sure what the meal ticket does. We have a lot of them. Meal ticket spawn a random food item. Okay. God, I hate these things. Are we near a save point? Yes. Just have to head up from this next room. Sword, please. Kill the Jack-o'-bones. Sword, please. Attack enemies, not candles. Better not to use them until you need them since they clutter up your inventory even more. Symphony feels like it could use a big ol' remake, but only to fix the menus. Nothing about the actual game needs to change, including the graphics. Just give it functional menus that the rest of the series gets, and you'll have a very solid, probably like even better than this game already is. I was about to say the best Castlevania game in the series, but then I remembered that this still is the best Castlevania game in the series. It's funny, a lot of them try to get close to like how good this one is, but none of them really hit it. But they get damn close sometimes. That's not an opening. You can even keep the OP stuff since you can always just not use those items. Yeah, Symphony just leaves you with a lot of choice, and it's nice. Hell, you can keep the time attack mode that they added later. That shit's cool. The time attack thing is in this version. You just need to beat the game first. Oh, neat. I thought they added that later, but okay. Because the only time I'd ever heard it mentioned was in the Xbox 360 version. Oh shit, there's actually... Huh. I saw that dead end and I was like, there's no way that's a real dead end. Oh my god, this enemy. That is probably my least favorite enemy we've encountered so far. Oh, oh. Wow, a use for the dog mode. confusingly it forgets to localize a certain boss's name, leaves it as the direct translation of the Japanese name. Your reason you're not saying is because it's a spoiler. Okay. You can mention which one it is once we get there. Funny that those guys drop neutron bombs. Force of Echo. I'm assuming that's the item that lets us attack as the bat with the radar. You've seen them use them before? Holy shit. Like, you see the cave troll and you're like, oh shit, yeah, time to dive under it. And then it just fucking throws a bomb at you. Alright, let's see how much damage this does. Not much. That's a little sad. Radar is officially useless. Yeah. Okay, I know the plant bitches are coming up. Come on. Good God. Sword, get her. Sword. Huh. Okay, and now we can head back up through here and hit that save point. Actually, we didn't hit the save point before. So, hit this one. Looks like to the left here. And we'll hit the doppelganger fight. Wait, he poisoned me. And he stoned me. Sword, get him. I don't know how much HP this boss has. Oh, I just accidentally did that attack. There he goes. And another life max. Just occurred to me the hardest path of Castlevania 3 skips 2 of the Castlevania 1 boss, yeah. Skips 2 of the Castlevania 1 bosses as being Medusa and the creature. It's weird. I guess that is kind of weird, but I mean, they might have structured it that way on purpose, honestly. It's like, you know, they give you the incentive of seeing newer bosses as opposed to the older ones. There is a Castlevania where Medusa's actually significantly difficult. Is there one? Sort of. Depends on your definition of Medusa. Oh. Get him, sword. Sword, that isn't... Oh. I feel like this room can be used to level grind without fighting enemies. Just switch to the sword and let him kill all the octopi and walk away from your controller for a while. Now, anyway, speaking of the Medusa fights, I don't think there's ever one where she's actually all too hard. Like, Medusa herself is, anyways. They drop a food item, and I want to grab it, but I can never get to it. Pot roast. Anyways, the sort of Medusa-like monster from Bloodlines that you fight in the final area is, like, kind of difficult, I guess. Yeah, it's, it took us like a couple tries, I think. Just more than Medusa's ever taken us, so. And the Dark Blade, let's... I highly doubt it's good, but... Oh, wow! It is good. It increases our defense as well as our attack. I'll take it. I'm just leaving this room now. Kind of feel bad for Medusa's first appearance. She can just be frozen with a stopwatch and it's a bit easier than the vampire bat. But her mini Medusas do get their revenge in spades. And honestly, like, she's just ahead in that one, so... think maybe I can break a hole in the floor there, or the ceiling. Otherwise, I think we've explored the entirety of this area that we can. I guess we could go beat up that rotting corpse. Seems like it's as good of a next step as any. She got kind of badass bow and arrow thing with going on with her snakes. We can explore this room some more, I guess. There's plenty in here we haven't seen. Oh, that's why I stopped moving in this direction. It was one of these guys. God. I hate that she can attack while off screen. That's like the worst part about her, honestly. There we go. We got her. No, we didn't. In 2, she was demoted to a mid-boss. Or in 2 games, she was demoted to a mid-boss. Because Snake Lady doesn't get enough credit in Castlevania, that's why. I'm for Snake Lady rights. How about you? Give Medusa her own game, damn it. Put Medusa in Smash. Okay, we're gonna use a high potion. Okay, good. It did throw it at the end of our inventory. Restores about half HP. And it restored 100. This enemy is the worst. I'm looking forward to not seeing one ever again. Forgot if I fought her in this game yet. I can guarantee I'm over leveled. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I seem to remember her not being hard either. And no, we haven't fought her yet. Oh, hey, look, it's this. I'm still sure that we can't go through the waterfall. I think we get injured if we try. Oh, we're like dead. Okay. I wonder how you're supposed to get through this. Because there's stuff on the other side of that waterfall. Well, we just have to work our way out of here now. Maybe the ferryman would have known? Oh, yeah, maybe. We never found him, though. I'm not really sure, still, how to get him to appear. Yeah, me too. I am shocked we haven't seen him yet. We do not want the stopwatch. Well, one of the areas we could go to is the area where we find Legion. Right underneath a room with a loading door in the underground. Oh. We'll have to go and explore a little bit next time we run back for supplies. For now, though, I'm gonna head back and try to fight the rotting corpse guy again. We'll see if we can beat him. Hey, look, we can kill those guys in 2 hits now. Ooh, Flame Star. I'll keep the axe, considering the fight we're going into. So, getting to him, I just have to go down a ways. Hey, Sword, could you, like, help, like, by killing some of these skeletons? No? Okay. I swear, like, the sword familiar goes out of its way to not help. What would be neat is having a Nova Skeleton familiar. That would be amazing, but we don't get a chance to use its beam attack for a few games now, so that'll be fun once we get there. Okay, bye, Lesser Demon. Okay, this new sword is incredible. Even when I do get the opportunity, I have to look certain Doom in the face to do so, or just blast everything away. Yeah. Oh, there's also, I believe, the soul of it in the Aria games is available, but that requires you grinding them to get that soul. Fun fact, in Dawn of Sorrow, there's a boss that attacks using whatever soul attack you use on it. So, like, if you use, say, a fireball attack or whatever, he will respond by switching one of his attacks permanently to fireballs. So you can just give him the Nova Skeleton laser and ruin your own life. Yeah, that boss is really interesting, especially since the strat to beating it is just, throwing a few skeleton bones at him, so that's all he can do, and then just murdering him. Copies nearly every possible thing, yeah. He's a very fascinating boss. Oh, it's always nice to know that there's bitterflies in the room. Not that the game shows them to me normally. Imagine hitting him with a chrysogryph. I mean, if he could respond to that, he would murder you in 3 seconds. You see, there lies the problem. Oh! Honestly, I'd rather take the damage from the fire than getting crushed. Oh! I hate bitterflies so much. They fixed this issue later, by the way. Huh. Okay, this area is gonna be where the, eventually connect into where the boss lets out. So I'm just gonna go in the normal way from here. Although we did find a health up, so. See, assholes like it, and that's all about killing them before they can move. Included in the list of assholes, the creature in death from Castlevania 1. Well, I'm cursed. There we go. I'm kind of amazed I was able to finish Castlevania 1 in one stream, honestly. I know it's not long, but like, that game kicks my ass every time I play it. I want that heart that she dropped. And I didn't get it. Hey, where'd the gremlin go? Is he dead? I guess he's dead. Even if you could easily get the holy water to Slogger, the original Slogger fight's design would make it useless. It would. We have to go straight across here. Ooh, or we can head up. I'm pretty sure there's just a small bonus area up. 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Why are there so many? You ever wanted to die 1 poke at a time? When in doubt, spam old mid-bosses. Yeah. That's really the motto of this castle. That demon's design is genuinely very unsettling. I like him. Castlevania 1 did at the beginning of Stage 6. I hate that part of Stage 6 because every game since has copied it to some degree, and it's always annoying. Alright, we'll go straight through from here. Put like 7 vampire bats with unpredictable movements on a broken bridge and push people to go quickly across it. Yeah, it's a good thing, yep. Totally not at all obnoxious. Oh, I definitely don't want to go that way yet. I want to save. Maybe grind up some hearts here for a minute or two. Okay. first reached that stage, I thought, wait, are all the bosses gonna appear as regular enemies now? Oh, good night, Jay. You mean chat paused due to scroll? What? I scrolled down to the bottom of chat because Jay sending that message, like, pushed the chat wrong? I don't really know. Anyways, corpse time. God, you have to watch out for, like, pixels at the bottom of your screen. Lest you get poisoned. Okay, Beelzebub. We can talk about this, right? God. Okay, let's switch that out for... let's use an elixir. Oh shit. God, this fight is really annoying. I wouldn't even say it's, like, hard. I'd say it's just annoying. That is not what I meant to do. Here, spells... I want Soul Steal. Forward, back, quarter circle back, left, right, square. Okay. Fuck. Let's use another... I don't want to use another elixir, because those are expensive, so... I guess I'll use a high potion? Is there something up here that I can stand on? Nope. Okay. Life apples, the fairy familiar can revive me upon death. Oh, that's nice. I have one. Oh, there we go. I have one, but I don't have the fairy familiar yet, so... And he drops... Life Max. Perhaps the Raider's not so useless. Yeah, it gets rid of the flies really well normally, although they can outspeed it, so... Alright, and for beating him we get the Ring of Arcana. Okay, the Moonstone is no longer providing us with anything. Ooh, increases rare item appearance! Do I hear Chrysogrim? I'd say it's Chrysogrim time. Although I've heard it still takes forever for it to drop. Even with this thing. Very familiars in the normal library, like the ferryman. I'm a little surprised I didn't find her. We can always go back there. Besides, I don't tend to like support familiars all too much. Like, even in Bloodstained, I wasn't the biggest fan of whichever one it was. I don't remember the name of it in Bloodstained. Anyways, might as well save this. Why am I going this way? I don't think I have a reason to. Found the fairy support comes out of your own pocket. I wasn't a massive fan. Yeah. I hate the fact that it locks you out of using items like the life apple. Anyways, we can go to the other side of that now. That boss room. I don't know why I went through this room. Like, if the fairy was like, oh, I can use high potions for you, speaking of, I'm gonna unequip my high potions. If she was like, oh yeah, I use high potions for you, that's my purpose, I'd be like, okay, I can get it. But the fact that it's like a special kind of support item that you can't use otherwise is really obnoxious, because it adds to the, like, inventory clutter that this game is already swamped with. And if you want healing, like, I guess, if you want to, like, heal yourself, and you don't want to rely on her, it doesn't, like, solve the problem where you still have to unequip something to equip your, healing items. Oh, I'm pretty sure in there is the chapel, which will probably be another boss. Not immediately, but eventually in there. Something note of the Saturn version slightly fixed with the third hand, yeah. I wonder what the translation for that is, like that inventory slot. Is it actually third hand? Because, if so, Konami, why? Okay, yeah, we've been throughout this area already. We need to really get some more hearts. I'm gonna keep the axe for now. Heard it's a joke item, or it's a new joke item for some reason, which does nothing really. Oh, it has a... Okay, I was trying to figure out what the new joke item was from that. I was like, wait, did I mention an item name at some point? No, it's Saturn version item exclusive. Save again here. Always gotta take those saves. Always. Okay, coming to the reverse chapel early can be a death sentence. Oh, no. Well, might as well. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of archers here. We got a heart max. This ain't early anymore? Yeah. We have beaten quite a few bosses now. Ooh, a diamond. Nice. Boomerang. Kingstone. Wonder what that does. I'll have to check it. Increases strength, and yeah, that's it. Just increases my strength by 10. Might as well equip it, honestly. What's down here? Fire boomerang, another one. Oh, I'm kind of afraid of what's going to be in this next room. Oh, no, it's just another big sword. Did we miss an entrance? No, we didn't. Okay. Although, we're getting close to the Colosseum now. If we had taken the other room there, it would have been at the Colosseum. Although there's a save point really close to there, I'm pretty sure. Might hit that actually, just to, you know, set our new Kingstone in our save file. Because I'm pretty sure that's a rare drop. It's probably worth saving. Yeah, it's plus 10 to strength, so... Oh, look, it's the boss. Okay, I never figured out what this is. I have genuinely no idea. It's lightning? Okay. This place has a really cool boss. Can we take it now? I wonder. We've improved our equipment quite a lot this stream. Sure? Alright. Pretty sure the entrance to the boss is down there. Oh! Oh no! We can actually get into the ticket booth now. Okay. Let's head in. Maybe not at 320 health. That's fine. We have healing items. Oh, is this not Castlevania 3? Oh! Oh my god! I see you, Grant. I forgot about this. I didn't know where it was. I knew it was in the game, but when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this is the thing from Castlevania 3 where they, like, release one boss at a time. No. Is fake Trevor wielding a fake vampire killer? Or... And if so, does it have the powers of the real one? Oh, Sypha's down. It's a visual reference with the coffin. That was fucking awesome. I love this. Bye, guys. See you never. And then heading out of here, we should hit another save point at some point. There we go. I don't know why it wouldn't let me through. Okay. Sort of wanted to steer me towards that. Oh, good. Again, it's been like 5 years since I've played this game all the way through. Now, we're gonna want to go to the Colosseum boss fight, so... Mention the time attack thing. When you beat this boss, is recorded as beat Ralph, Grant, and Sypha. Ralph? The name they didn't translate was Trevor? How? How does that even happen? What the hell? It's only time attack the enemy list has the correct name. The localizers. What was this character's name again? Ralph. Alright, we'll hit that save point again. God, that's incredible. What a note to, like... Honestly, that's probably the last boss we'll hit on this stream. Considering it's almost midnight now. Wow, the lightning is actually, like, really strong against these guys. This... Oh, look, it's that game with Simon Belmondo. I love the Belmondo mistranslation so much. You know what? We're gonna farm this room a little bit. It looks like it drops big hearts. So, we're gonna go through this thing a few times. Because we've been low on hearts for a while. And the game's never really given us an opportunity to fix that, so... Probably go for like 150. I find it weird that getting a heart max up doesn't really, it doesn't fill your hearts. There we go. Next Symphony port should let you play as Simon from Captain N. I like how you're just assuming that there's gonna be another Symphony port. You know, Konami, Milk Symphony? Pfft, since when? sad. We can no longer sit in the chairs. Mess with the game all the time. The PSP one had the Maria battle from the Saturn version, but not the unique music that played for it. What? 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 Let's see, we've got another spot where we can go, but I'm gonna head into the attic here. Hey, Life Max. And a Smart Potion. And a Mana Prism. Was someone really that petty? What? Like, did they just not like that boss theme, I guess? Okay. Is it possible to kill this guy? Honestly, I might as well just damage boost through this room. I've never played PSP Symphony. I probably should at some point, just so I can talk about the differences at some point, you know, from a first-hand perspective. But, Plays the music for the Richter battle? That's really weird. Also, it's really weird knowing that we're missing a boss fight by playing this version, as opposed to the, by all accounts, worse version. Oh, boss fight. Hey, it's her! Alright, yeah. That's over now. The Heart of Vlad, 1 of 5 treasures. Avoid curse. That's nice. We have 2 more to go before we can fight the final boss. Which, we will be saving for at least next time. You know, getting close to the end here. I mean, no disrespect for your ego, but I wonder if you made the decision to not have that put music in because of obvious reasons, personal reasons. The Bwaka knife. I highly doubt we'll be needing that. Just, hey, Iga, you want to add the stuff from the, Saturn version? I'm sorry, from the what version? These tombstones can't damage me. I thought I heard you say something that wasn't PS1. We've got the Weeb sword now. We've really filled out the castle in the last, couple hours. Tombstones are meant to inflict curse, but the Dracula part you got made you immune to curse. I see we took the long way around. I did not mean to go into this one. Anyways, that's going to be it for Symphony for tonight. I'm just going to get over to that save point, and we'll be done. There we go. All right. There we go. Pull up some music. Shorter chatter section tonight. Very tired. Mr. Ig, I'm looking at the Sega Saturn port. It's got some interesting things. Did you say you're leaving the company? What? No, Mr. Iga, please. I think I heard you're quitting right now. Goodbye. You can pack your things. Let's see, what song can we pull up? A lot of my my YouTube homepage is just music that would get me copyright struck so fucking fast. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that we can find the super boss in the area where Legion was. I'm not 100% certain on that. I've never found him myself, but I'm pretty sure that the top, quote-unquote, of the inverted castle, or I guess the bottom, whichever, is going to be where we're going to find him. So the super boss is really interesting. I know, how about some of the Order of Ecclesia soundtrack? I understand that he likes the castle the way it is, but he said he wasn't satisfied, so if Woody wants to revamp their sector areas to be more up to his standard, that would be interesting. Yeah. Unfortunately. He's not at Konami anymore, so we'll never know. We'll never know what he would have done if he had to remake Symphony. Oh well. Hopefully we'll get some new stuff out of Bloodstained in the future. I feel like the newer Bloodstained games are going to be developed much more quickly, so we'll probably get one a couple years from now, I want to say. Because Bloodstained is it's designed to be like Symphony, where they could make another one really easily. They just sort of repeat the sprites and stuff. They just have to design a new castle. Because if you notice, they use the Symphony sprites in every game moving forward. All of them. Interestingly, a previously unused and normally inaccessible cave in the PS1 game was converted into an entrance for one of those areas. Really? I'm going to go fill my cup with some water. I will be right back. I'll just let this song play. Actually, no, this isn't a very long extension. I'll just let Leon's theme play. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so what do we have to talk about tonight? Here, actually, I can go and confirm the location of the super boss. Yeah, I was right. It would have been hilarious if I just stumbled across the super boss unexpectedly. I was considering going towards him earlier. And then I was like, no, I don't think that'd be a good idea. It's like, yeah, alright. Might as well hit reset myself. Save the embarrassment. We'll be seeing a little bit more of Galamoth after this game. I don't want to, like, be a very long fight at this point. Yeah, his only appearance isn't in this game, surprisingly. He has some other appearances, but, they're not as difficult. But oh well. We're gonna actually be seeing one at the very end of this whole marathon. Let me pull up the Castlevania document here. See what we have left. Other than the Metroidvania bunch. Because I don't think he ever shows up in a Metroidvania ever again, but he does show up in the one NES game we haven't covered. And he gets mentioned by name in the fighting game. Yeah, final boss of Kid Dracula. It is a rematch, that is true. How weird is it that Galamoth never actually makes it to Dracula himself? Ever. We'll have some interesting super bosses moving forward. Looking into the super bosses in the series is a little weird. I don't know if any of the Game Boy Advance games have any. They might. I think Dawn of Sorrow has one, but I'm not sure what it is. I know Portrait of Ruin has one, and I fought it, and it's really hard. Enemies you fight in Galamoth's general area are also from Kid Dracula, which is cute. Yeah, which is, you know, it's funny. This game is full of references to games that we never got in the US. We didn't get Kid Dracula until, like, last year. We got the Game Boy version, but I don't know when that actually released. Kid Dracula Game Boy release date. 1993. And I don't think anybody actually, like, really bought it. It's really rare. But yeah, we haven't seen the last of him, and or after Symphony, we won't have seen the last of him. The entire game is a direct sequel to a Japan-only game. Yeah, we didn't get Rondo, so... see, what's another thing we can pull up? Oh, that reminds me that this is, Richter Belmont's theme arranged. Apparently from a Patchy slot game. Okay. But yeah, Portrait of Ruin has not one but 2 super bosses in it, which those will be fun to show off. One of which is extremely difficult to get to, so I don't know if we'll get to it. Especially since it requires map completion to get to. But it's one hell of a bonus for finishing the map. I might, like, end up finishing parts of the map off-screen. Like, off-stream. Just so that we can save time. And just do attempts against the boss. Like, if we're missing, like, corners of rooms or something. But yeah, I think Galamoth is really one of the only super bosses in the series. Other than, like, the couple out of Portrait of Ruin. I don't know if Order of Ecclesia had one. Because whenever I search Castlevania Super Boss, the only one I find is the one from Symphony. I just found a listicle article about super bosses. Oh shit, there's there's 2 I forgot about. The 3D games both have super bosses. Like, both of the 3D Metroidvanias have super bosses, and they are insane. I'm not really sure how to get to one of them, but I know I found one of the other ones, and it is brutal. What else is on this list? Something from a Dungeons and Dragons game? Okay. I don't think anyone really played the SNES Dungeons and Dragons games. The Persona 5 super boss. Oh, it's Yzmat from FF12. Yeah, it has 50 million HP apparently. This fight is like, what if that mobile game I played had a super boss? We'll never know. Looks like we'll have to break out Desmond again and really explore the whole game. Anyways, Yzmat from FF12 is one of the worst designed bosses I've ever seen, because he really isn't a fight at all. What you do, your boss has so much HP you can save in the middle of the fight. Yeah, literally all you have to do is set up your gambits so that, like, your party members basically can't die, and then you set down the controller for 12 fucking hours and just let the game run, and eventually your party members will kill him. Maybe. That fight is ridiculous. I love it. Like, at some point, Square stopped asking if they should and started asking if they could. And yeah, that's how we ended up with that. Final Fantasy series is full of really weird super bosses. Like Chronordia, I think is her name, from FF1. Chronodia? Yeah, her name's Chronodia. She's like a time goddess, and she's like really hard to get to. And she gets more powerful the more you fill out the, like, bestiary in the game. So to fight the strongest version of her, you have to grind it in areas to fight really well-hidden enemies. Desmond Belmont fights Eastmont for 12 hours and then deletes him with the tap. Here, I'll bring up an image of Chronodia. We, on stream, back in the FF days, we made an honest attempt to make it to her. And we couldn't do it back then. Here, here's a good image of her. Pull up desktop view. Yeah, she, like, gets pieces of all the different enemies you found. And, like, as you can see, you can, like, go back and you can check, like, earlier sprites of her. No. Earlier sprites have, like, less detail, less things on them. The dungeon to get to her, though, is way too hard to warrant trying. There's the Bloodstained super boss on this list. I'm gonna keep looking through it. Oh, look, there's Nier Automata. And then some character from Street Fighter. Okay. Oh, look, another listicle article. This time it's 100 of the hardest video game bosses. Okay. I'm genuinely kind of curious what's on this. 100 is Bowser from Mario 64. What? I mean, I guess I could see it, but yeah, sure. The only reason I can see it is because sometimes if you're not good at aiming with, like, the throw, you know, he doesn't die. Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Viper from Titanfall. I never played that one. The Ghost of Lady Comstock from BioShock Infinite. Let me tell you, that is one of the worst fucking bosses in video games. Because she is able to infinitely revive the enemies around her. Which means that it's just a war of attrition on her end where she just keeps reviving them until you don't have bullets anymore. And you can't stop to get bullets, so then you're just left to melee attack her until she dies, which isn't gonna work. That fight is fucking awful. One of the hardest bosses in the BioShock series. Yeah, she's one of the only direct bosses in the BioShock series. There's a reason BioShock doesn't really do direct boss fights all that often. It's like once per area you'll get a room that has a stronger than normal splicer in it that has a plot significance to him. The focus of the battle is still that there's a lot of splicers attacking you, and that's where BioShock, like, 1 and 2 work really well, but Infinite doesn't have that strength. True number 1 may be Inbachi from Donpachi's. I'm not even gonna try. Dodonpachi? Oh god. I never played that game, but holy fuck, you saw that boss and heard the unlock requirements for it. Well, here, I'll bring it up. Let's find a different song. What's like a chill song that we can do? You know what? Let's bring up some Animal Crossing music. I'll just throw on one of these, like, one of these things is not like the others. Sure, Animal Crossing study music. We'll listen to this. We'll chill for a little bit, and we'll look at this list together and that'll be our chat time. So I want you to understand that I went from like a boss I didn't know about to a boss I hated, and then scrolling down immediately is the fucking Brickster from Lego Island. Kai Lang from... I've never played Mass Effect. Vortex Queen from Echo. I forgot this is how Echo ends. Echo's kind of ridiculous. You know what, here, is there a way for me to pop out the chat? I can collapse it. I can check the users. I don't actually know if I can... That's weird. Here, you know what? This is just what I'll have to do. Can I just bring it up in the chat view? Twitch is getting mad at me for moving the window around. Oh well, I'll just tab back into the Twitch chat to check it every few entries or so. Anyways, the Vortex Queen is, like, ridiculous and cool. Too bad the game she's in is, like, very difficult to get into. Echo, I've heard a lot of people really like it, but I've never been able to enjoy it. The alien from Alien Isolation. This isn't a boss. Wait, yeah, no, this is like a survival horror game, and you're hiding from it. Landing on the aircraft carrier. I wouldn't really call that a boss, but sure. Queen Zeal from Chrono Trigger, Taboo, Malice, Shadow of the Colossus, the airship from Bioshock Infinite. This fight's not hard. What? It's just, like, boring and long. That's really how all of Bioshock Infinite is. If you can't tell, I don't really like Infinite all that much. They're cheating, yeah. Primogen from Turok 2, never heard of it. Hey, it's Majora. Again, he's... How are they counting this as a difficult boss when they have the fucking fierce deity mask on right now? King Crusher K. Rool, never played Donkey Kong 64. The Ender Dragon from Minecraft. Why? Why a Lego image of him? Crawmax from Borderlands, The Secret Armory of General Knox. Is that like an expansion? Yeah, it's an expansion. Okay, Virgil, Devil May Cry 3. I never played that one, although their list of consoles is incomplete because it's on a lot more now. Dodd from Dishonored, never played that one. Shadow Queen from Paper Mario. We've got Deathstroke from Batman Arkham Knight. Hey, it's Slade. Jorah's one of the harder Zelda bosses I fought, but hardest bosses ever. Yeah, exactly. Matriarch Benezia from Mass Effect. I've never played Mass Effect. Cyber Demon from Doom 2016 specifically. I plan on playing this game someday. Someone from Neo, someone from Destiny. Destiny's kind of cheating because it's like an MMO, and if we count MMOs in this, all the top spots are going to be taken by, like, Final Fantasy XI. Waygraph Alias from Tactics. King Bohan, Heavenly Sword. Mothrak from Borderlands. Gun Valkyrie on Xbox and Dreamcast. Never heard of that. Gun Valkyrie. Let's look at it. Is it good? Third-person shooter, it looks like. It's probably expensive nowadays, actually. Never heard of it, and it's Sega, which means it's expensive. Kurt Zisa, Kingdom Hearts. I can think of way harder fights from the Kingdom Hearts series than Kurt. Guildenstern from Vagrant Stories. Some of these images just aren't loading. The Batotomies or the Batomis from Valkyria Chronicles. Mewtwo, red, blue, and yellow. I can see it. He's kind of a dick in that game. Ball from Diablo 2. Hitler. Carafirm from EverQuest. Really? Alright, looks like top spot's going to, I don't even know who at this point from FF like 11 or 14. Old King of Land. Oh, this boss fight's a dick. He is able to drain soul levels from the player permanently. Each loss lowers the player's stats, making the fight even harder and erasing hours of hard work. He is really, like, something else. Nemesis from RE3. Hi, Nemesis. Lavos from Chrono Trigger. Dark Soul from Shining Force. Oh, that's a lot of consoles. Dark Lurker from Dark Souls 2. I've never actually fought Dark Lurker before. Wait, it lowers your stats when you lose. This is fun? Yeah, Demon Souls is brutal. Like, to be fair though, he's the final boss. The actual quote-unquote final boss is like it's a story fight. It's not really like anything that's actually meant to be hard. It's meant to be like oh, look at how frail this guy is. You know, it's meant to be something like that. Comedy would be, this is the last 15 entries are from Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, we're only at 59, so we'll see. Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 3, Death Sheed, Wolfenstein, Rebel Flagship from FTL, Seth Street Fighter, Manus from Dark Souls. No. I can think of harder boss fights from the Artorias the Abyss Walker expansion. Namely, Artorias the Abyss Walker. Like, Manus is hard, yeah, but he's not the hardest fight in that expansion. I don't know. He's kind of hard to get to, though, I will admit. Ultimecia. I skipped Psycho Mantis. Psycho Mantis isn't hard! He's actually, like, directly easy. Like, you just switch your controller ports and he suddenly can't do anything to you. Spider Mastermind from Doom, 1993. Shadow of Yharnam from Bloodborne. Alright, that fight's pretty hard. Hardest in Bloodborne, though? I doubt it. The hardest fight in Bloodborne is probably Ludwig the Accursed, or Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, or, of course, the Orphan of Kos. The hardest boss fight I've ever seen in my life. See, we've got Enchantress from Shovel Knight. I didn't find her all that hard. I beat her in only a few attempts. The Ginzo Tree from Ori. Gygus from Earthbound. Yuki Onna from Neo. Silver Knight and Laser Eye from Shining Force. Do I even want to know? The real threat of the map is the Laser Eye. Laser Eyes are, well, exactly what it sounds like. A giant eye that shoots a laser. Spends a set amount of turns charging for unleashing a devastating blow straight across the map, dealing significant damage to any ally or enemy in its path. Navigating the narrow passes as the laser eye shoots down in order to reach the Silver Knight is tricky, since you have to resist playing the way you've been taught to play in previous battles. Charge forward with all your might. The trick to laser eye is taking it slow, knowing the spaces where its beam won't hit your units, properly equipping your flying units to be able to handle the other enemy units who are just as much subjected to the laser eye's wanton destruction. That sounds like a cool-ass boss fight. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Liquid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I don't know a whole lot about this one. Oh, it's the final boss. Jinpachi from Tekken 5. Oh, of all the bosses from Mega Man, you picked Woodman. And also, Mega Man doesn't appear to be in this screenshot. You appear to only have, like, a little bit of him. Mega Man bosses terrorized many a small child in the late 1980s. Maneater from Demon Souls, fought high above the Fool's Idol, Archstone, and Demon Souls. Is a formidable opponent. Winged Chimera-like beast uses swipes, a lunging attack, a self-buff. While flying, it shoots soul arrows at the player in 1 minute mark. A second. Oh! Yeah, this is the fucking Maneater fight. The gargoyles. These guys are awful. And they are referenced in every Dark Souls game from here on out. You cannot defeat Woodman. Oh, man. Dirge. Which one is that one? Oh, Colossus 10. No, that one's easy. That one's really easy. Oh, no, this is the Sandworm. I'm thinking of the 11th one. The Sandworm's pretty hard. I'd say the hardest Colossus is probably the... I think it's 12? The flying one that you have to shoot down. General Rom, Gears of War. I never played it. Ares from God of War. Oh my god, I fucking hate this boss fight so much. It's really cruel. Spider Guardian, Metroid Prime 2. I haven't played that one. High Dragon, Dragon Age 2. I haven't played Dragon Age, so. Doom's Bride, Catherine. Haven't played that one. Oh, look! It's Death from the original Castlevania. Honestly, that's fair. It probably is the hardest fight from Castlevania 1. Artorias from Dark Souls, Artorias of the Abyss. See, there he is. He's above Manus now. Yeah, this fight's really hard. Although, if you like Berserk, he's like in a huge-ass Berserk reference, apparently. So that's fun. Yeah, he's our boy, the Grim Reaper. His picture isn't loading. Culex? I think that's how you say that. Super Mario RPG. Death from Castlevania 3. Castlevania 3 Death is not harder than Castlevania 1 Death. Granted, he doesn't have the stun lock, but his, like, scythe pattern isn't anywhere near as random and bullshit. Face round 2. But the second form was actually really easy. Dark Link from Ocarina. I don't remember that fight. I'm gonna be honest. Is this from a modded Ocarina? Their image is from a modded Ocarina. This is Wind Waker water. This is Wind Waker GUI. Dark Link Battle Ocarina. This is what the fight is supposed to look like. What version of the game are they using? Is it the 3DS one, maybe? Like a super upscaled 3DS one? But that doesn't explain the Wind Waker water. And also, it doesn't explain the GUI, actually. I'm pretty sure the 3DS version has different GUI. Megadeth's whole thing is being so big you have to slip past and we can only fire one scythe at a time. Yeah. The Reaper Persona 3. I don't know. Terramorphous the Invincible from Borderlands 2. I haven't played Borderlands 2. I mean, I have. I've played some of it. I've never finished it. Death Egg Robot from Sonic 2. I'm willing to bet it's entirely because there is a fight past that. Like, another fight. Yeah, you have to do the Mecha Sonic fight every time. Tyrant, Resident Evil Code Veronica. I've never played Resident Evil. I've seen some playthroughs. Omega Weapon, Final Fantasy VIII. Hey! It's our boy! It's Lingering Will. You know, I've finished that fight recently. It only took me about, like, 12 attempts. Which is a low amount for him. Shadow Link from Zelda 2. Literally just crouch and stab. He can't hurt you. Dark Link can be easily exploited, but if you don't know what, that it can be hard to actually land a hit on him due to him mirroring your slashes and countering stabs. Oh. Ornstein and Smo, Dark Souls. Honestly, these two are the reason why I probably will never stream Dark Souls. As much as I love those games, this fight is a goddamn nightmare and a crime against game design. The end, Metal Gear Solid 3. Is this the one where you can shut the game off for a week and then he just, like, dies? Save your game and wait a week, and the end will die of old age, yeah. Ludwig the Accursed. Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about. This is probably one of the hardest bosses in Bloodborne. Other than Orphan of Kos, which I'm willing to bet is going to be the #1 on this list. Crota, Destiny, The Dark Below, never played Destiny. Hey, Dracula, he's not harder than death. He's just not. Goro. Okay. I've never played through a Mortal Kombat game. Jaws, from Jaws on the NES. Can't avoid Jaws. In fact, there's an entire game about taking down the titular Great White. Sadly, you won't find 8-bit versions of Jeff Brody or the loose cannon Quint here. It's just you, the nameless scuba diver versus the shark. Final fight requires excellent timing in order to lure Jaws out and stab him with the bow of your boat. Messing it means you get to do the whole thing over again. It's a game that takes years or 20 minutes to beat, depending on how good you are. Death Egg Robot is one of the most overrated bosses ever. I think he's a really good fight in concept, but other than that, he's not that great. Like, actually fighting him is miserable, but the feeling you get when you're there is incredible. Until you die for the 12th time, and you're like, man, this is really cheap. Riku from Kingdom Hearts. I disagree, especially if you have this Keyblade here. He's really easy, considering he can't deflect your attacks if you have Olympia. First, he separates you from your party. They say this as though that does anything. All it does is make it so that Donald's shotgun healing doesn't hit you anymore. Dracula in Castlevania 1's got quite a random factor in the final phase, but it's not as relentless as death, and you get a checkpoint before him. Yeah. M. Bison from Street Fighter. I've never played through a Street Fighter. Alma from Ninja Gaiden. Never played a Ninja Gaiden. Pandemonium Warden from Final Fantasy XI. I don't know anything about him. It made players sick, literally. What's the citation here? It's Pandemonium in Final Fantasy XI, August 16th, 2008. The notorious monster Pandemonium Warden is one of the strongest opponents players can face in-game. Seems Square Enix may have raised the bar too high, given the extremes to which players must go to defeat the Pandemonium Warden. A Link Shell guild called Beyond the Limitation recently faced off against Pandemonium Warden over an 18-hour period, but the NM was still going strong. The NM shapeshifts into multiple forms, making it even more of a challenge to defeat. Beyond Limitations fought Pandemonium Warden through 20 of his possible forms, some of which took hours to kill. Pet Food Alpha, a Final Fantasy XI community site, quotes a member of Beyond Limitations stating, "People were passing out and getting physically ill. We decided to end it before we risked turning into a horrible news story about how video games ruin people's lives." There is the argument that the particular endgame encounter is geared towards the most hardcore Link Shells in FF11, but stands to reason that a Link Shell powerful and knowledgeable enough to reach that point would take on Pandemonium Warden with optimal efficiency. A member of Beyond the Limitation, going by the name Rukenshin, has posted a definitive account of the event and specifically addresses the publicity drawn to their encounter, which is well worth a read. Is this still up? It is. It's a live journal site. Just talking about, him. Why fight for 18 hours? None of us planned for a fight that long. Hit the 8 or 9 hour mark and thought we'd reach the end, only to see a whole new set of mobs that PW would replicate. We thought of giving up, but didn't want to have it all be for nothing, and instead pushed further. Despite how long we've been fighting, we were still having a level of fun before we saw the last of the HNMs pop. After that, it was more the sake of beating it than anything. It's hard to just give up on something after spending so much time, though. When you've been going for 10 hours, another queue doesn't look so bad, and it just kept happening. As I said, we're normally not dedicating huge amounts of time to anything in this game. We don't camp, blah, blah, blah. Incredible. What the fuck, Fume Knight? He's not that hard, though. I've managed to beat him. Me! And I'm not even that good at Dark Souls 2. Mike Tyson from Punch-Out. This fight's more bullshit than hard, but yeah. Single boss led to a live journal about the player's progress and health issues. Yeah. Welcome to MMOs. The Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. I don't remember this fight. Sephiroth, Kingdom Hearts 2. Excuse me? The Kingdom Hearts 1 version is way harder. What? Okay. Flame Lurker from Demon Souls. I've beaten him before, actually. He's not all too hard. He's just different from what the game sets up before him. There he is. Orphan of Kos. Bloodborne the Old Hunters. This fight's insane. Skeletal humanoid creature that wields its own placenta in combat like a club. Yuck. When you first encounter it, it's on the shore of a fishing hamlet. It ignores you. Standing next to the corpse of its mother, it sobs and stares at the moon. The battle begins once you approach. The orphan's attacks are fast and brutal. Each one is punctuated by a horrifying scream. I can still hear them, by the way. Once the orphan's health gets low, thin, cloak-like membrane on its back transforms into something resembling wings, and it attacks with blood explosions and lightning. Oh, and it's also super pissed. Once it's dead, you've really conquered Bloodborne, and you earned it. Yeah, I've beaten this fight. It's really hard. Yellow Devil's the thing about him is that he packs a punch, but his long attack is the same pattern every time. Alright, let's see what fights they're claiming as harder than the Orphan of Kos. Emerald Weapon, Final Fantasy VII. Can't say I've ever fought it. Through the Fire and Flames is not a boss fight. Excuse me. It's not a boss fight. This isn't a boss fight. This isn't a boss fight! Also, why can I drag this? Okay, whatever. Nameless King. Alright, I'm calling bullshit. This is harder than the Nameless King. Like, way harder. Nameless King's difficult, don't get me wrong, but Kos is way harder. Cthulhu, World of Warcraft. Fantasy genre's second most popular Evil Eye is the final boss in World of Warcraft's Temple of Anquiraj raid dungeon. Blizzard added the old god to the game in 2006, and at the time was considered to be the hardest encounter. He ate some of WoW's hardiest guilds for lunch, literally. During the fight, Cthulhu periodically swallowed random players and slowly digested them in his stomach. His green eye beam insta-killed anyone caught in it. He also spawned tentacles that could make short work of a 40-man raid group if they weren't handled efficiently. If the raiders were good and or lucky, they'd weaken Cthulhu for about 40 seconds at a time, barely denting his massive health pool. It was an impossible, infuriating battle that stretched many of WoW's finest guilds to their breaking point. Once developer Blizzard realized the encounter was broken, they stepped in and nerfed it. Nerfed Cthulhu in a patch. European guild called Nylium took him down that same day, and other guilds shortly followed suit. Now, 11 years later, high-level players in powerful gear can solo the old god, and its brief reign of terror is a footnote in the World of Warcraft history. Skolas from Destiny House of Wolves. All of this for a Destiny boss? Looking through the top 5, I don't know about Emerald Weapon, but this should be number 1. Cause, I mean, I've never fought this thing, so who knows? It might be more brutal than Kos, but this is not a boss fight. This is not harder than Kos. This guy got patched, like, you know, a few days after he got released and was broken, and the only reason they included him appeared to be that because he was broken on launch. A Destiny boss fight. A Destiny boss fight that launched broken, I should mention. What a rip, not a single boss from a cave shooter in there. Yeah. You know what? Here, let's look for another listicle website. Hardest game bosses. Let's just see what we can find. Screen Rant, sure, why not? I don't trust them at all, but oh look, it's Dark Souls. M. Bison, Dark Link, Dracula, Sinistar. There's something that wasn't there before. Diddy Kong Racing, Whizpig. Never played Diddy Kong Racing. Oh look, there's Emerald Weapon. Ornstein and Smo, there they are again. Alma, Ninja Gaiden, Mike Tyson. Oh look, there's Cthulhu again. Huh. I wonder if these listicle websites, like, copy off each other or something. Goro, Mortal Kombat. Oh look, that was there before. Yellow Devil, huh. Senator Armstrong, oh yeah. Sans Undertale. Guys, look, it's Sans Undertale. Oh look, Orphan of Kos in the exact same slot that he was in before. How do people not think that this is the hardest fight, like, in Bloodborne? Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts 1. See, this is the version. I'm gonna have to turn this one down just a little bit. Nameless King, Dark Souls 3. This is not harder than Kos! It's not! It's just not! Nameless King is a fight that, while it is difficult, it never, ever feels overly hard. Kos is a fight that takes all of Bloodborne's mechanics and pushes them to their fucking breaking point. Oh look! Mushihime-sama Futari, Queen Larza. That's the one that, when you look up hardest final boss ever on YouTube, this is the one that comes up. Oh look, Skolas. Destiny. It's him again. These listicle articles literally just copy each other. And then Absolute Virtue, Final Fantasy XI. I've never heard of this one. After going undefeated for years, at least by legitimate means, the developers added a patch to the game which dramatically reduced Absolute Virtue's HP from somewhere around 10,000 to 66,000. A 2-hour time limit was also implemented to prevent players from spending the better part of the day trying to take down this boss. Even with these modifications, taking down Absolute Virtue requires weeks, if not months, of upgrading your character. Oh. Screen Rant had that video with one of their people describing why several Disney villains were actually right, and it was just them listing their motivations. Fuck Screen Rant, they suck. What's like a more trustworthy website that we could see this? Like, is there like a GameFAQs thread about this kind of thing, maybe? Oh, look! Cora. Just answering... Leave me alone. Just answering shit, you know, being answered by the community. Someone from Tactics. Titan, Shadow Fight 2. Never heard of it. Star Wars The Old Republic, Nightmare, Dreadmaster Brontes. Seems like an interesting fight. Oh shit, someone's calling out an early game Kingdom Hearts fight that everyone admits sucks. Clayton from, Deep Jungle. This is the fight before you get Cure, so you're not able to heal yourself during the fight unless you buy potions, which requires leaving the world to stock up on more. And, the grinding spots in that world are garbage. Virgil, Devil May Cry 3. Sister Freed, Dark Souls 3. Oh look, Toho. Yeah. This is the exact image I was expecting. Flame Lurker, Demon Souls. So you remember it was the umpteenth attempt when I found myself. Oh, it broke. In some scenery in the middle of the fight arena whereby he couldn't hit me, but I couldn't hit him. I think it was a fallen tree or something like that. Either way, made the bloody most of the glitch and beat him. Flame Lurker is hard, but I don't really see why people have so much of an issue with him. You just throw magic at him a couple times and he just explodes. Ragnaros, Molten Core. Oh, wow. Part of me wants to get into World of Warcraft, but another part of me is like, oh no, the game is like way too far along for me to get into it. This is the hardest game ever made, Battletoads. And Mushihime-sama Futari. Let's see, Dark Souls 3, Pontiff Sullivan. Literally fuck this boss fight, he's awful. Mass Effect 3. Why are we seeing Overwatch? Why is there Overwatch here? Why? 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 Literally why? Why would you just post a bunch of Overwatch screenshots? Here. Why? Bernard from the Game Fury. Okay. Amygdala from Bloodborne. Oh, I know what this one is. This one is a fight where your health is permanently halved, I think is the gimmick. And it itself is able to, like, consume the entire screen with lasers shooting out of its face. Oh, guys, we got Sans Undertale. Sans is a memorization fight, not anything actually hard. Fight me. Lingering Will, Kingdom Hearts 2. Literally the only reason Lingering Will isn't one of the hardest boss fights ever is because you get once more and second chance. Oh look, Ludwig. This fight stopped Darkside Phil from progressing in Bloodborne for actual years, which is amazing. The community that hates Phil, you know, the entire community that surrounds him, really likes Ludwig because Ludwig made him really mad and, like, stopped him from progressing in Bloodborne, like, Bloodborne's DLC at all, and he complained constantly like he does. Darkside Phil is one of my favorite lolcows, honestly, because he doesn't, Brahmin Parasite Eve. That's spooky. He's like, you know, he's not like, saw one video where Lingering Will killed Sora before the HUD even appeared. That can happen. He's just bullshit like that. He literally starts his attack, like, during the start of the fight. So a lot of people recommend you pause right when the fight begins, just to get a look at what he's doing, and you can respond properly. But yeah, what I was saying about Darkside Phil is that he's not like Chris Chan or, what are some other lolcows? I don't even know that many. But he's not like the average lolcow where it's like autistic person gets bullied by the internet and breaks kind of thing, which is just sad to see. Darkside Phil is, like, mostly mentally there. He's just a dumbass, and people never let him forget that. Claw from... Huh. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh! Rodon from Bayonetta 2. Dark Demon from Demon's Crest. Ozma from Final Fantasy IX. Who is that? World of Warcraft Conrathad? Oh, look, it's Sans Undertales. Absolute Virtue, King Dice from Cuphead, Nameless King. I like this post because people are posting a lot of interesting things. Hey, it's Vile! Fuck this guy. They're just talking about the fact that he's literally unbeatable. Okay. Let's see, oh, the fucking bed of chaos. This fight isn't really much of a fight, it's a platforming challenge, honestly. Sans Undertale comes up a lot in these threads because people who don't normally play a whole lot of video games, a lot of them played Undertale. Which is, like, fine. I like that Undertale's that accessible, but the fact that Undertale contains a super boss like Sans is worrying, because then all discussion of super bosses, now everyone's like, hey look, it's Sans, he's a super boss, look at him. Devil May Cry stuff. Ares, I hate him. Karkanos from Darksiders 2, okay. The Pursuer, I can understand that one. Pursuer's really hard. He's only like the second boss in Dark Souls 2. Lingering Will's tough, but is he Sans? I think not. Monster Hunter. I'm amazed Monster Hunter hasn't been coming up more. Also, why is the screenshot so washed out? Shido from Persona 5. Let's see. Ilana the Squalid Queen. Oh, she drove me insane as well. Jason. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. She drove me nuts. She's really hard. Honestly, if you're starting to enjoy the challenge that Castlevania gives you, Dark Souls is like the next logical step. Or Bloodborne, you know, one of the two. You can get both of them for fairly cheap nowadays if you have, like, PlayStation consoles. Bloodborne is normally about, I want to say you can find it for like $15 or so used. But if you don't want to start with Bloodborne, which I recommend starting with Bloodborne, it teaches you how to play games like Dark Souls way better than Dark Souls does. But if you want to play Dark Souls, I recommend getting the remaster. And just to warn you, Dark Souls 1 is probably the hardest one. Don't play Demon Souls. Don't do it. I've never even managed to finish that one. Who are they going to bring up in Dark Souls? Ludwig, yeah. Ludwig's super difficult. Luckily, you don't have, if you decide to play Bloodborne, you don't have to worry about him until you get to the DLC. Which, the DLC is quite difficult. Oh yeah, Bloodborne's coming to PC soon. That's like the perfect way to play it, honestly. Because then it runs at 60 all the times. Oh, look, it's Sans Undertale! Yeah, the first boss from Sonic 2 Game Gear. Death Egg Zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The final boss of Sonic 1. The Metal Sonic battle from Sonic CD? Okay. I love the variety that people are coming up with. There's a lot of cool stuff that they are spitting out. There's the boy. This disgusting monster. Damn, this post really just goes on forever. Undead Arctics? 100,000 HP. The amount of health your average character has is 1,000. Every one of his abilities deal 100 damage every 10 hits. The other guy has to wait 10 seconds and hopefully survive. And wait as the other guy comes back. He's not soloable, he's just too strong. Took 3 people, all waiting and switching, executing abilities perfectly before being able to finally take him down. P.S. The fight took 1 hour. Is this Adventure Quest? I think it's Adventure Quest. By the way, that game's still up. Somehow. I guess because I'm used to them, but a lot of Sonic's bosses difficulty get vastly overstated, except BioLizard. Fuck that fight. BioLizard's cheap, more so than hard, I'd say. He's really cool in the moment, and I still appreciate that fight a lot, but it's got some problems. Cuphead. I don't know who that is. Dagoth from Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind? Okay. You know, speaking of hard bosses, we gotta get back into Final Fantasy XIV one of these days. Wallace from Pokemon Emerald? Oh. Not even True Champion Steven? Like, come on. Sans Undertale. They literally wrote Sans Undertale. Nearly all the bosses from Dark Souls. Why? Because it's Dark Souls. And this is why people hate discussion about Dark Souls. One particular boss called the Capra Demon, an absolute nightmare to fight. He's got 2 attack dogs that immediately stun lock you in place for his immediate 1-hit KO follow-up. The arena you fight him in is incredibly cramped. He's both fast and strong, and if your dodging reflexes aren't up to par, he will slaughter you. Wow, and no mention to the fact that the camera is literally, like, a murderer out to get you during that fight. He's fucking luck. Oh, hey, when you talk to someone about the new Castlevania, do they usually say, hey, did you watch the Netflix series? Yes, actually. All the time. All the fucking time. Anytime I mention the Netflix show, or not the Netflix show, like the series, people talk to me about the Netflix show. And while I don't mind that people like the Netflix show, whatever, I don't. And whenever I have to break it to them, I always get the same response. What? You didn't like the Netflix show? But it was really good! And no, I didn't like the Netflix show. I thought it had potential. What else am I seeing in this thread? Someone from Xenoblade. Playing Terra Expert Mode Terraria. They don't really give a reason. They just say it's really hard. Last couple of Castlevania streams I was at, they asked me if I watched the Netflix show. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I have a feeling the question is basically like, did you play Sonic Mania? It is. Sadly. Once that Netflix show came out, almost immediately after it, I started getting asked by all the people I fucking knew. Hey, could you tell me about the Castlevania lore? Hey, could you tell me about the Castlevania games? Could you tell me about the Castlevania stuff? And I'm like, okay, or you could play them. Just play the games. Symphony's cheap as shit. And that one has most of the lore you're interested in anyways. Just play Symphony. But no, Castlevania has this, like, reputation of being extremely hard. And, like, I get it. All the original games are hard. They're brutal. But honestly, everything from here on out is not gonna be that hard. Castlevania really mellows out when it hits the new era. Like, really mellows out, actually. Every Metroidvania is way easier than every Classicvania game. With very few exceptions. I think the only one that gets quite as difficult is Order of Ecclesia. Which, like, people wouldn't even play anyways, because, again, people would probably only play Symphony. Group of people with Trevor Belmont, Grant Nasty, who is Grant? Yeah. I'm very upset at the Grant exclusion. Grant deserves better. But you know, it kind of brings up something that I've noticed at least recently with a lot of people I know in real life, and I don't know if I've you know, this is like a universal thing, but I've just noticed that people are a lot less willing to get completely into a series now. They're a lot less willing to jump down that rabbit hole and be like, alright, I'm gonna really get into this, you know? Like, you know, whenever I say, hey, Kingdom Hearts is really good, and recommend it to people, you know, the overwhelming response I get is, that's a lot of games, and they're really long, and it's like, okay, tell me the negative. Or, like, you know, Castlevania, whenever people watch the Netflix show. No one's interested in playing the games. They just want to turn on the Netflix show and turn their brain off. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning into a boomer with this, but... I don't know. I'm able to enjoy something way more once I sort of have that connection to the series, you know? Like, once I've built up the series, I guess, for myself. Let's see, who else can I find in this thread right now? Duriel from Diablo 2 on normal mode. Huh. Someone from God of War PS4. Is it cool to be able to say, oh hey, that's a reference to one game in the series? Yeah, it is. It's like, I mean, you can't do it with Castlevania, of course. But like, playing Mania or something, you know? Like, once you hit that boss fight with, like, you know, Bark and Bean, and, I think there's, like, one other character in that, Fang? Knack? Whatever you want to call him. You know, it's like, oh shit, I know who all those people are. I know what they're from. Or, I'm pretty sure somewhere in Sonic, I believe it's in Mania somewhere, I think. There's a reference to the Gigaopolis boss from Chaos, where you fight like I think it's a mini boss where you fight like a head that's propped up and it throws like pieces of its body at you. I'm pretty sure it's in Mania, anyways. Like, even then, it's fun to just talk about the lore of a franchise, you know? Like, some of the most fun I've had in connection to the Kingdom Hearts series is talking with, like, friends about what the fuck is even happening. Because we never figured it out. Thing is, Mania is built largely on, but not entirely by, references. Yeah. Mania has a ton of references, but they're not, like, the sole thing that makes Mania good, you know? Let's see, what else can I find in here? Oh, Duke's Dear Freya from Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 isn't really that hard, honestly. It's got some difficulties in getting going, but... Someone just posted a picture of, the train from, one of the Grand Theft Auto games. I think it's San Andreas. I want to get into Grand Theft Auto. I own 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't own 5. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know. It sort of drives me nuts when people come into a fan base and, like, I guess claim to be a fan of something, but they've hardly interacted with it at all. Granted, I haven't really noticed it with Castlevania. The Castlevania subreddit is full of just fan art of the Netflix show and people discussing getting into the games a little, I think. But, like, I don't know. It drives me nuts when people are, like, claim to be like, oh yeah, it'd be like if I said, oh yeah, I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts. What? Played the game? Oh no, I didn't play the games. I just, I played 1, and then I played 2, and then I stopped. But I'm a fan, though. With Kingdom Hearts, that doubly doesn't work, because it's Kingdom Hearts. You know, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be, like, overly, you know, too hard on it, because then it's like, oh, you're not a real fan of Kingdom Hearts. You didn't play the mobile phone game that is considered lost media nowadays, or whatever it is. Because then that's too far in the other direction. So we gotta find, like, a good balance in that. That'd be like, it'd be wrong for me to call myself... I don't claim to be a Castlevania encyclopedia, having only played, like, 5 of the games. Yeah. I hope that you decide to play more of them as we move forward. Because the later games are quite good, and I hope that you can enjoy them as we go on. But anyways, like, it would be wrong of me to call myself, like, a Final Fantasy fan, quote-unquote, because I've only played 1 and 2. Like, I've only finished those 2. At some point you want to play Rondo of Blood? Oh, you should. Rondo's very good. If you have a PSP or, like, a decent computer, you can emulate it. Hell, you could probably emulate it on your phone. I don't know how high quality, like, phone emulation is for PSP, but I know the emulator exists on Android. So... And then, of course, you know, the TurboGrafx 16 Mini is going to come out in a few months, probably. So... we'll be seeing when that happens. But it's on there. So if you want to play Rondo that way, like, that's another good way to play it. Apparently. But back to my point, like, it would be wrong of me to say, like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of Final Fantasy, like, I'm a big fan or whatever, because I've only finished Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Like, I don't know. Is it wrong of me to think that, like, you shouldn't be interacting with the fan base as though you're, like, part of it if you've only experienced this sliver of what the series is? especially in the case of Castlevania, where that one sliver that everyone's experiencing is just not like the rest of it, you know? Like, it's not the same as the rest of it. Just don't pretend like you know more than you do. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, fan bases are weird. I don't tend to interact with them a whole lot, specifically because I don't like interacting with people online all too much. I'm fine sitting here and, like, you know, chatting leisurely and streaming and having fun with that. But, like, when it comes to putting myself out there on, like, say, a subreddit or, like, joining a Discord with, like, you know, people, I just don't interact. We've been listening to Animal Crossing music for a while. See, that's one thing that I can definitely say I'm not a fan of. I like Animal Crossing's aesthetic, but, like, it's never been a game that I've been able to get into myself. I have a lot of friends who really like it, but for me specifically, I don't know. Not the biggest fan. I own the new one. What is it? New Horizons? Like, I own that one on the Switch. I don't play it. Honestly, I kind of wasted my money on it, but whatever. Anyways, it's currently like 1:17. Where's your fan at? Why do you hate the Netflix show? Who are they? Yeah. Honestly, I don't like the pressure that's put on people by a lot of fan bases. It's the reason I don't interact with, like, Sonic fans at all. I recently left all of the, like, Project Diva fan groups I was in, like the Discords and shit. I left all that. Um, it's just not, it's not an environment that I like, you know? Anyways, it's currently 1:18. I'm very tired. I've only been awake for 12 hours today. Fun fact. But anyways, I think I am done for the night. Tomorrow night we're doing more Sonic Heroes, so that'll be fun. Be finishing up Team Rose probably, starting up Team Chaotix. Which means if we play our cards right, we might be able to make it to perfect chaos. We might be able to make it to the last story by I want to say by next Tuesday. No promises on that, but maybe next Tuesday. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Discord links down below if you feel like joining. It's pretty quiet, you know, not a whole lot of chatter in there. Yeah, it's gonna be it. Have a good night. I almost spoiled the final boss, but I said the wrong name.